Because you're an officer. Nobody does that.
We did not carry anybody.
The man took this Arab, we will not allow because he was chief of naval staff, and then for you to carry land.
Sir, everything was acquired legally.
Will you stop
sir,
that?
You get
Will you stop that?
Sir, I'm an officer, I have integrity.
Shut up, your mouth, put
sir,
up, sir.
I will not shut up.
Will you get out?
Sir, I won't shut up. Sir,
I was in school, you're not in school.
Sir, you can't shut
Will
me
you
up.
keep quiet?
You can't
Get
shut
a
me
big
up, sir.
fool.
I'm not
You are a big fool.
I'm not a fool,
You think
sir.
I shoot anybody like that?
Sir, I'm not
You
a
are a big
fool.
fool. Who are you?
I am not a fool, sir.
As at the time I
Don't call me a
graduated,
fool.
you were in primary school.
I'm acting on orders.
Take for
You
which
can't
order?
call me a fool.
You will see whether you will not be here.
Sir, you can't call me a fool.
Go
I'm
and
not
put up here.
I'm
Go
an
and put
officer.
up here.
I'm not a fool, sir. I'm an officer.
You would have killed everybody here.
No, we won't kill anybody. We won't kill anybody. We are acting on orders.
Go and develop. Go and develop here. Let me see you.
Regular officer, you won't come and
We are going to get out.
So, I was on my way to work, JJ. I was driving home, JJ, when I received this notification that, I always receive notifications whenever a video from Nigeria goes viral. Like when something unimportant happens in Nigeria and it goes viral, I always receive that notification, like, check it out. And maybe speak on it. So this week versus the naval officer. See, today is Monday. No, today is Tuesday, right? And I'm making this video today. This incident happened there. That incident happened today. Today or yesterday, I'm not sure, but I think today. And I'm not gonna post this video till maybe after a week, because I want to see what other Nigerians have to say, how Nigerians are going to react, because because I have a big brother, a big brother who has saved the Nigerian government. He's a big man. I mean, when I say big man, I mean big man in the armed forces, in the military. When they say the military, most people always understands the military to be only soldiers. No, the Navy is part of the military. Air Force is part of the military. Customs, immigration is part of the military. So, like I said, I'm not going to post this video till maybe about a week or two. Maybe by then, it will be too late for me and I wouldn't get much views, but I don't really care. And you see, I want to hold on to see how Nigerians are going to react. All the social media, quote unquote, influencers, how they're going to react. All the big media outlets in Nigeria, how they are going to react. The Arise News, the channels, the NTA. I want to see all the Very Dark Man. I want to see how they are all going to react. What they're all going to say. Because you see, Nigeria has a problem. And until we sort that problem out, the country is never going to move forward. We're still going to be marking time, doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. We're not going to improve until we get rid of this particular problem. See, we as a people, and this is my take first. Like I said, I'm going to post this video in a week. This is my take. And I have watched that video like 5 times, 6 times. I think almost 10 times. Like, I have picked out details, the body languages, how the military guys reacted, how the police escorts, the people who came with the Wike, how they reacted, Wike's bodyguards, how they reacted, Wike's people, the civilians in plain clothing, how they reacted. See, you've got to watch that video. Watch everybody's body language. That is when you will understand why we are like that, why Nigeria is the way Nigeria is. We have a problem in Nigeria. That problem is big manism. If such English there at all. The problem where we get in Nigeria now, big manism. It's one of the many problems we have in Nigeria. Big manism. Oga. It is the reason why we can't call thieves thieves. Why you won't no. It is the reason why. Let's use myself an example. Let's say, like I said, I have an elder brother who once worked for the government. Let's not use my elder brother. Make it not be like, say, I'm talking about him. No. Let's use my parents, fictional parents. Let's say my dad or my mom once worked for the government and unfortunately were able to steal money, were corrupt in one form or the other. Let's say my uncle or one big man from my village, an elder from my village, was once the local government chairman, my local government chairman, or my state governor. Let's say he or she was involved in corruption. He followed stealing, he followed and stole Nigerians' money. Let's just put it in that context. Let's say this elder later retired. And let's assume, say, 5 years after this my elder's retirement, I becomes the governor of my state. What is that word they always use when you don't want to get sued? Allegedly. No, but this no be case for allegedly or alleging shit. Let's say, is it hypothetically? Let's say 5 years later, after this my elder's retirement, I become the local government chairman, my local government chairman or my state governor. And I discovered that this my elder, during his tenure as the governor or local government chairman or commissioner or permanent secretary or whatever, say he was involved in one form of corruption or the other. Let's say this my elder knew when I was born. He saw me as a baby. He used to change my pampers. Let's say he used to clean my nyash. He knew me when I was a small boy. If you're a Nigerian, follow me carefully. Let's say me I can't discover, say, this my elder, my auntie, was involved in one corruption or the other. Say his involvement, he or she's involvement in that so corruption delayed a certain progress in my state. Let's say I have the power to take action to confront this my elder being a corrupt ex-government official. But the problem this big manism, elderism, democracy is not going to let me do the needful. Will not let me hold that my elder accountable for the bullshit he or she partake in during his or her tenure in government. When you watch this Wike's video, this is exactly what is going on in Nigeria every single day. We can't call thieves thieves. Why? Because of quote unquote respect your elders. You will see some people will come on national TV and be defending Wike, condemning the soldier, saying he was disrespectful. It's the words they're gonna use. They're gonna see respect first before seeing rule of law, rule of law, integrity, steadfastness. They're gonna see respect first, disrespectfulness first. They're going to say that the military guy disrespected Wike. They are not going to ask themselves, say, why would a sitting minister confront a military man? Why you know fit? See, when you see bullies, when you like I don't talk, I have watched that video over 10 times, and I know bullies when I see one because I was once a victim of bullying until I became the monster myself. When you see a bully, you know a bully. A bully will be like, you remember that song JC made? Yeah, you'll be yapping with your boys because you've got your gang behind you, but if you were alone, I will punch you, wouldn't make a peep. So watch that video carefully. Wike is making noise. Now, I'm not saying the military guys are right. Oh, no. But first, maybe we talk Wike's case first. After we go talk the military people. Wike is a sitting minister. In the eye of that soldier, Wike is a bloody civilian. See, you people don't get this thing. In 1970 something, the late fella made a song, Zombie, oh zombie. People thought he was disrespecting the military, but fella was calling the military exactly what the military is. They act like zombies. And this is no disrespect to military, to soldiers, no, but soldiers take orders. Waiting I not to understand now, be say, why them no fit take that same order, get rid of insecurity in Nigeria, which means say they haven't been ordered to get rid of insecurity in Nigeria. Like I said, we'll talk about the military. In the eye of that naval officer, Wike and all those other people are civilians. He doesn't give a shit about what Wike is saying. He doesn't even recognize Wike. Wike is a fucking civilian. You saw how he reacted while talking to Wike, but you saw how they reacted when the police, the Mopo, the DSS, I don't know who they were, the other uniform people, stepped in. You saw how they reacted. They were dealing with the civilians, the civilian way, the civil way. They were respectful to Wike. That guy, now, I know people will say the guy never disrespected Wike in any form. You don't call a military man, a man in you. See, I when I used to be a yao Nigerian in Nigeria, I used to disrespect our policemen. Like we would talk bad about our policemen because of how some of them used to behave and still behaving today. But see, you don't have no any right to disrespect a uniformed man. That soldier is there to protect this. The military is there to protect the sovereignty of Nigeria. The police, forget, say them don't use money now to scatter our police force. They use our policemen as errand boys. They use policemen to carry your guy's wife go market. No. This country I live in, this country where are they now? Policemen are highly respected. In fact, they respect policemen here past soldiers. They respect policemen here past soldiers. They command respect. And that's how it's supposed to be. In the eye of those soldiers, Wike and whomever, the only person a soldier, a policeman should take order from or should disobey, the only person a soldier like that NAFA officer now, if it was Bola Tinubu, that NAFA officer wouldn't have done that. He would have stood down. He would have stand down. Him for don't stand down. Why? Why? Because only Tinubu is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Not Wike, not Nyesom Wike, not even Chetima, not even Godswill Akpabio. If it was Akpabio, the three top guys, if it was Akpabio or Chetima, that guy would have reacted like the same way. The only person, to my understanding, because in 1990, I wrote an exam to join the Nigerian Defense Academy. In 1990, the Nigerian Defense Academy on Nigerian Military School. That school in Zaria. The school in Zaria in Kaduna State. I wrote an exam to join that school, but I wasn't like caught out for that shit. I was like, so I didn't go. But in Lagos, I attended a military course in Lagos. The only civilian you take order from is the commander-in-chief. Outside of that, any other civilian is a bloody civilian, and that is how it is. So, see, the people who say he was being disrespectful to... No. Show me in that video. If anybody could show me, prove to Nigerians in that video where that guy disrespected Wike. Wike disrespected himself. Then say now who they play with dog. Na in dog go tear clothes, abi. Wike, being a minister, a saving minister, you have no right to call a military man. They say you're silly, you're stupid, you're shut up your mouth. Are you talking to your son? You're not talking to your son. You're not talking to your boy. You're talking to a military man in uniform. you are, matter of fact, you are lucky. He was the Wike and all these men were lucky. Those guys did not react. You don't call a military man and say, keep quiet. You're a stupid boy. You're not talking to your boy in the house. You're talking to a man who is whose job is to protect the country, defend the country. If war happens now, if something breaks out now, it is that guy who's going to go fight and maybe give his life up. Not you. You're a minister. You'll be sitting in your office. So you have no right to tell him, shut up. See, it is the problem. It is the reason why that country is the way that country is. We don't... And you see people who have who have acquired certain level of knowledge, people who are exposed, like I always say in my videos. Education, being educated doesn't mean you are intelligent. Being educated doesn't give you gives you wisdom. Being educated and having some certain papers, degrees, and shit don't make you intelligent. You had the number to whomsoever all this while. That person he later called. I'm talking Wike. You had a number all this while. Why couldn't you saw the soldiers? If you were smart enough, if you were exposed enough and intelligent enough, you would know that these are military men. You wouldn't even have, had any discussion with them. You would just call the Oga, like you rightfully did later in the video. Call the person on top and talk with him. Okay, why are these guys here? And then you go to your office and carry out your investigation. They always say go to court in Nigeria. Court judgments you people don't respect. Every small thing, go to court. You can go to court. If you don't like it, go to court. When the same court gives judgment, nobody respect, right? So why couldn't you just go to court? I will talk about the military guy. I'm talking Wike's face. It is the reason Nigeria will never move on. If we don't change that attitude, if we don't change that mindset, if we don't give respect to whom respect is duly due, that country will never move forward. When you see bullies, you know them. He thought he could bully the guy to stand down. He thought that guy maybe he was one of one of his police escort. Those ones where him don't get inside in pockets. I am not one of those who will say yes, he made his match. No. He made a very wrong decision, a very wrong, to argue with that guy was very wrong of him, of Wike. Was very wrong of Wike. Let's call it waiting it be. It was very wrong. I'm not saying he made his match. He's the sitting minister in deserving respect. Him for go there in people. And according to news, I don't hear say the previous day, which was yesterday, his ministry sent armed men to go harass the contractors and the engineers who were on site on that land. And this is what I hope they will talk about that site. Now he make the owner of the land send his own armed men to go guard the land, to wait for them to come back. You see, people will say disrespectful. We say he was disrespectful. No. Now he make like I talk and say we no fit call thieves when them don't steal waiting no belong to them. Because of say respect, we dey respect our elders. Say we no fit call people out for waiting them be. I don't even see video of one man where talk say, and if you hear in that video, the civilian other guy asks the soldier, well, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Do you know you're being there? I'm like, it's not about respect. The soldier, that Nanafra guy wasn't talking respect. He wasn't looking at it from the standpoint of being respectful or being disrespectful. No. The guy was obeying order, point blank, period. And you are coming with your mindset of elder. You have to respect elder. That is why you can't call your elder to order when your elder makes mistake. That is why you cannot advise your elder when your elder goes out of the way to do what you're not supposed to do. Because you are afraid. He's my elder. If I can't call him out for doing something wrong. That is democracy, which is not a part of us. Like I don't talk several times. We don't need democracy. We need hierarchy. We need kings. Those things they call dictatorship. I'm not going to say dictatorship, but we are people who, we are supposed to be governed by kings, chiefs, traditional rulers, paramount rulers, others. Not democracy where everybody No. You supposed to know where you respect, whom you respect. When you do something, somebody calls you out for waiting that thing be. People go say this. No, it wasn't this. Show me in that video where that guy been there disrespectful to Wike. Now I don't finish with Wike. The military guys, them say na retired military man get that land, Abi. Okay. So let's say, let's do the let's say again. Let's say that land no been belong to a retired military serviceman. Let's say that land no been belong to another oga, another biggie man. Let's say that land been belong to me, and Wike won't come collect that land. You see, he gets something with a toxin or something make crayfish bend. I'm not going to say that man sending soldiers to guard his land is wrong, no. Because the day before, them send soldiers, them send military people, armed people to go disturb the people who have been there that land. So them say, in every action has a reaction, Abi, and so they talk Abi. But you see, that show you say, in fact, I don't even get anything negative to talk about the soldiers. But it just show na say how Nigeria be. It just show na how Nigeria be. Say Nigeria has one problem, and that problem is big manism. Why we no fit obey law, judgment, court judgment? Go to court, get court injunction, make everybody see this thing in black and white. Okay, this land was acquired illegally or it was bought illegally and you came and revoked it. Why? What's the reason for revoking this the land, this thing? What do you want to do with? What do you want to do with the land and this thing? Let everybody see in black and white. But big manism. This one's be Oga. This one's be Oga. Oga this, Oga that. I get big man. I be big man. I get money. Now, it be the reason why Nigeria are there like that. Everybody they show off. Everybody they show off. They act, say, yeah, Abi. This man too, one show we can say, Abi Oga too. Since you, the stories where I don't hear, allegedly saying they collect lands by force, they grab lands, they give to people where they're connected to them. Allegedly, I don't know, I'm not going to speak on that. But this Oga also say, no, it's not going to be my own land. You're not doing that with me. If you be Oga, I'll be Oga myself. So, well, what about ordinary people? The other people where no be Oga, where no fit get this thing, send soldiers to go guard their lands. When I see them now. Until we get rid of some bullshit in that country no go better pass how we do so. They say this one wrong. Where we get wrong, make mistake be say, in even begin they talk with that guy, come begin they disrespect the soldier. He begin they disrespect the soldier. And a mobile police guard jumped in and was like, you think you're the fight to show I'll be waiting. What if gunshots been, as they begin fire? Now who bullets go cash? There were civilians. There were civilians around. There were the reporters around. There were newsmen. There were other people around. You don't care about those people. You want to show your big man. Say you be Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Man, you should learn to respect yourself first. You don't been care about the people who follow you. What if, as that your police escort come jumped in, the soldiers, them reacted, and they started shooting at each other. The bullets begin they fly. Waiting for happen. When you want to do something, you know, take a look at that situation. Assess that situation. See how that situation be. See waiting fit be the outcome of that situation if you come involve yourself the way you're not supposed to involve yourself. Just look at waiting fit happen and either walk away and go another way. You know, walk away and you use another way to get waiting to make your point. Not because they do things carelessly because you are a bully. Because when I see bullies, I see bullies. You feel you'll be Oga, say, okay, I can speak to this boy, talk to this boy anyhow. He even said it, who are you? You're a stupid boy. Come on. Because you are, no, you don't do that. You do not do that. You hold your peace and leave. Respect yourself and leave. You can't get number, can't call. Why didn't you call that? Why you not been leave? Go call that Oga. But after you don't insult the boy finish, you can't call Oga. Just say, make Oga do waiting. I beg. I'm Henry Cracker. I'll see you guys in another video. You see, maybe we change our ways. If we want that country to move forward, we should try and change our ways somehow.
Sagittarius doesn't like being around a lot of people. Half the time they're like, why am I even here? They're social until it gets annoying. They'll walk into a party, smile for 10 minutes, then dip without saying bye. Energy drained. Mission complete. It's not that they hate people. They just hate nonsense. If it's fake, they clock out instantly. Right. You'll think they're friendly, and they are, until you start oversharing. Then they're like, okay, I gotta go. They can vibe with everyone, but only connect with a few. They don't do everybody's friend, they do my piece. If the convo isn't deep, funny, or real, they're mentally on a flight already. Sagittarius lives in the moment, or not at all. You can't cage them. They'll choose silence over small talk any day. Freedom is their love language. Sagittarius doesn't need a crowd, they are the vibe. Low-key, chill, unpredictable. If they showed up, consider it a blessing. Are you a Sagittarius too? Let me know your birthday and save and share this video if you agree with me.